So you open up your taps. As you open up your taps, it then starts to create, okay, for the rest of the muscle tissue that are connected into the myofascial meridians, okay? Now, I'm a real working through towels girl. I'm going to show you how to work through towels to release the myofascia all the way coming up to the neck there. But you can also, and we'll do this in the second half, we'll also as well be working with releasing the myofascia with working with oil. And you'll start to see some, especially on the legs, of the techniques that you've used in holistic, but now we load the muscle tissue a little bit more with it. Okay. Right, so here we have the Achilles tendon, soleus, and we have the gastrocnemius, okay, coming up to the hamstrings, then into the glutes, and then we're going to be tracking up the erector spinae. So you can apply any of your holistic techniques on there. So you've got your pinching, you can pinch up with soleus, you can pinch up with your gastrocnemius, and you can also double hand there on the hamstrings, okay? For a deeper experience, deep breath for me please, and big sigh out. On the out breath, I've got my forearm on soleus, okay? Scale of 10, where are you?
8.
Okay, do you need me to back off or are you okay?
It's okay.
She's okay. So she's okay with an 8. Use that breath in through the nose, big sighs out through the mouth. As you breathe and as I press, you will feel the muscle release. It will go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're at a 1, which is a complete state of looseness, all you feel is pressure and no pain, just say 1. Let me know that you're there. Now I'm probably working about a 2 here.
Yeah.
So her calves are super tight because I'm about a 2 and she's up at an 8.
So you're like almost
yeah,
not
just
putting
a bit
pressure.
of contact.
Really? That's a 2?
Yes, I'm about a 2.
Wow.
Yeah. Saw that dancing the weekend, activating the muscle tissue. She was at an ecstatic dance weekend. So
That's
she was
fun.
dancing.
Good job.
So you hold it for a scale of 10, they use the breath. You have to rehearse that thing that I just said there, right? You have to rehearse that, okay? Alright, so now you're at an 8, you need to use that breath in through the nose, big sighs out through the mouth. In your first session, you'll say that quite a few times with your clients, and then in their next session, you don't need to say it because they know what the drill is. Okay? Where are you?
It's a 3.
Okay, she's at a 3, so she's loosening quite quickly. Okay? So you check back in. Where are you? She's at a 3. The maximum that we as therapists would hold this position for is 2 minutes. We would never hold it for past 2 minutes because you'll hurt your spine.
Okay.
Yep. So
and when it's a 1 week.
yes, we then move on. So after this, if soleus is tight, I'm definitely going to come into that gastrocnemius and we're going to work there. Where are you?
I'm good.
Okay, so she's down at a 1, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm coming onto the top of the gastro. Deep breath for me, please.
Yeah.
And big sigh out. Here we go. Scale of 10, where are you?
It's a 5.
Okay, use that breath, take it to a 1. That's another command that you need to learn as well. Use that breath, take it to a 1.
It's better.
Are you a 1?
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. So she moved pretty fast there. Okay. Now I'm going to come into the center of the hamstrings. Okay. And again, we're going to be using a forearm. Deep breath for me, please. Extending my stance. Okay, and out you go. Here we go. Scale of 10, where are you?
A 6.
Okay, use that breath, take it to a 1. Now look how wide my legs are open there, Nina.
Yeah.
This is how far you need to get down. Sometimes I even go even further down when I'm creating depth of pressure. So it comes from having a wide stance and from you dipping down with your core and sitting on top of it. Okay? It's not about hunching over. And again, it's maximum 2 minutes. If at any point you feel any part of your body reacting, pull out of it, reposition yourself. You'll see me do that as well. So you kind of do that more throughout your day. See if you're getting to the end of your day physically. If you're holding this for up to 2 minutes, you'll find you might need to change your stance. Okay, which is fine. Just change it.
It's a 2 now.
Okay,
so, yeah.
nearly there. Keep going. So if they start to voluntarily communicate, which is what she's doing now,
That's
this is
great,
this is very good. So praise your clients, okay? And let them know that, oh, this is very good, that's beautiful, thank you very much. If they give you information, always say thank you, okay? So that they know that it's welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's way easier. Like when they communicate and they tell you what they feel.
Yeah. Where are you?
I'm good.
Okay, so sometimes the students as well at the beginning, they can get a little bit impatient and they think it's not moving, and they actually take the pressure off. The client knows if you take the pressure off, right? This isn't it. You have to trust, keep the pressure on, get them to breathe and to hold it. Okay? By all means, if you've held that for up to 2 minutes, your body mechanics is okay. And say she got down to about a 3. Okay, what I would do is move slightly, maybe a few millimeters around that area, and I would reposition. Okay, but I wouldn't continue to stay on that past 2 minutes. Okay, the client won't thank you if you're in position for up to 10 minutes working on one area unless they've booked a 3-hour session with you. Okay. For more detailed work on the hamstrings, by all means, if she was in with an injury, say she said, oh, it's my hips and my lower back and my legs killing me. So she was at a 6-7 there. For more detailed work, like with your holistic, you can also do one closer to the knee and one closer to the glutes as well. Okay, for a general routine, just come into to the middle. That's absolutely fine. Okay, now as we come up to the hamstring area, for the superficial backline, there's a ligament that comes from the hamstrings over here, and then it comes up the coccyx, and then it meets in at the lumbar area. Okay, so we don't actually work over glute max, right? Glute max belongs to the deep backline, right? In general, that ligament sits below glute max, right? If glute max is tight, it's going to be pressing on that little ligament, it's going to be holding it because they're friends, they hang out, they have a relationship to one another, right? As a general guide, I would always work into the glute anyway, okay?
Always?
Yeah, I would always work into the glute. Now, again, you can use your rocking, okay? We can use all of that. She's got great glutes, okay? You can feel that they're quite tight. The actual ligament itself comes from here and it moves over there. Now how you feel it is you just get your fingers, you reinforce it, and you can feel into where the ligament would be.
There's not much muscle tissue, to be honest.
No, there is. There is. Okay. So I like to create a map that I'm going to show you when you're working on the glutes. This map has typical trigger point areas on it. Come here and I'll show you. Is it okay if I just move
no
this?
problem.
I'll just move the camera slightly out of the way. Okay. Now your map is you want to come straight into the centre of glute max. There, point 1, right? Then here you've got the coccyx and then it takes it into the lumbar area. So imagine here at the coccyx you've got point 2, point 3 and point 4. Okay. This area that sits here, that's your glute medius, okay? So it sits on top of the hip bone, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So memorize that map. If we put our elbows...
May I just draw it?
Yeah.
So you say the middle is the first.
Yep.
And then we have 1.
So just 3 spots there, and then on the glute medius, 3 spots there.
And 1, 2, 3.
Now the reason why I have this map is because that's going to be a big hotspot area because you're coming right into glute max. So remember, it's the powerhouse, right? You want to get in about there. When we want to figure out where to go, okay, so we would release there on a scale of 10. What you then do is with your fingers is palpate. And feel, you can feel the muscle tissue, so it's quite soft there. I wouldn't even bother with there. But see points, this point and there, you can actually feel it's tighter.
Okay.
So when you palpate, I know I need to come in there, okay? Also, when you're working on glute medius, I can tell you see that the midsection point, it's always one to really go for to release lower back pain.
Okay.
Okay, so again, if you come into the middle one, it's going to release everything above and also below it. But if you're doing more detailed work, you just palpate. You can tell that she's really holding in that triangular area there. Okay, so let's just take her into the center there. Okay, deep breath for me, please. And big sigh out. Here we go. Scale of 10, where are you?
6.
Okay, so she's a 6. So at this point, I'm in a lunging stance and I'm facing towards her. I'm not facing towards the feet and I'm not facing towards her head. To get a good bit of pressure in here, I'm coming on top of it. Okay? So I've not really got quite an extended stance. I'm quite up a little bit. Okay? And the force of me is coming in over the top of here. So it's not that I'm pushing it down or pushing up, I'm coming right on top of it.
Yeah. And working with the towel allows us to work on the glutes. Like it makes it more, like the towel is, what's the purpose than doing it directly through the skin?
Working through towels will give you more traction
Okay.
on the actual muscle tissue, okay? So you can get a better grip of the muscle tissue.
Okay.
So I work through towels, you can also work through clothes as well. So some of this is very similar to Thai massage. Okay. Where are you?
4.
A 4. Okay, so this is taking a bit of time. So look what I do now. Look, I'm just going to use my elbow and I'm going to do a bit of excavation. So see, just to stimulate it, again, we're bullying it, we're coming in, we're saying, no, you're not going to be a 4, you're going to loosen off. So effectively, you're massaging around that area with your elbow to stimulate the surrounding muscle fibres to say, I'm here, I'm in charge, and you will budge. Okay, give it a minute till it settles. Remembering again, don't take your pressure off, even though it's taking time, you have to keep your pressure on. Where are you?
At 2.
Nice, okay, so see now she's at a 2. And always, if they're at a 2 and you've still got time, don't take the pressure away. Really take them down to a 1. If she came in with lower back pain and I got her down to a 2, and I thought, oh, that's alright, she's nearly at a 1.
I feel some tingling though.
And you feel what tingling?
And my leg, like all the way to my foot.
Okay, now is it a cramping sensation or is it tingling?
Just tingling.
It's tingling, right? So basically the energy now is talking to the taps. Okay,
Okay.
the whole thing now is getting involved. That's normal with this type of thing. So the whole area now down to the ends of the tap area, the whole thing's starting to loosen. So that will also be talking to you. Remember here on soleus, when we first started, it was at an 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's okay.
Yep, so it's talking to soleus as well,
Okay.
right? So that's quite nice. Now remember there was this triangular area when I was palpating. I know she's quite tight in there. So again, this point's soft. I don't need to really bother with it, but I want to come into this point. Now I change my stance, right? Changing my other elbow. Again, I'm facing in towards her. My other arm is supporting me. Deep breath, please. All right, here we go.
I don't like it. It's an 8.
Okay, do you need me to back off?
A 6, please.
Yeah, okay, so I'm taking the pressure off. How's that?
It's good. It's
Where
a
are you?
5.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Alright, so she's okay, right? Now it's normal for the client to say, yes, please take that down. People have different pain levels in the body. Also for women as well, this is very important. Where they are on their menstrual cycle can determine how much pressure it is that they can take. So if a woman has come in to see you and you know them really well, but they want the pressure taken down, okay, it's generally 10 days before they're due on.
Yeah.
So also women can be more reactive 10 days before they're due on. When they actually start their flow, the body system changes.
More sensitive.
It's more sensitive 10 days before, okay? You find as well that most women, if they are on, that they won't come in for a treatment, okay, or especially this type of thing. But they absolutely can. I've had some male clients asking me, male students asking me, can I still do a massage if a woman's on her? Is that you a one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Also, it started for me yesterday.
Yes. Okay. So thank you. So she started yesterday. Okay. So again here, because Lavi's pretty strong, she does kickboxing and all that. It's normal if the client says, "Oh, she can't take it," because they need more nurturing during this time. But absolutely, you can still do this type of massage if the lady's menstruating. Okay. Now I'm coming on to point 2 here on the hips. Now with this one and with the size of my client, I don't need an elbow. I know I don't need an elbow. So what I'm going to do is come into a wide lunging stance, and I'm just going to use double thumbs here, okay? I wouldn't do this on Luca. This would be pointless on Luca. With Luca, you need your elbow coming in there, maybe even in the side position as well. All right, deep breath for me, please, and big sigh out. I'm bearing in mind that she needed me to back off before. So instead, again, of going in all guns blazing, you listen to the client. How's that?
It's a 3.
Are you okay, or do you want more?
You can go for more if you want.
Okay, here we go.
It's a 5.
She's a 5. Okay, so all I did there was just increase my pressure, but so that's more to do as well with your client care, right? She asked me before, and I knew I needed to take my pressure down. I had to back off. You see your next one, if that happens with the client, don't go in all guns blazing again, really trying to put them up to a pressure level 10. You're actually better off really bringing your pressure down, checking in, and she's going, I'm a 3. Okay, do you want a bit more? Yes, you're better to go back up rather than her going, oh fuck, it's her again. Do you know what I mean? This is going to be a nightmare. And again, it allows you to build trust with your client as well. As you get to work more in the field, you will have, it happens all the time, clients that come in to see you and they're scared because they've had a really terrible treatment from another therapist that beat them up. So you have to deliver the session, but creating trust is a big thing. And it's the tone of your voice, it's understanding how to work with the scale of 10. It's about, yeah, you okay, where are you, checking in.
It's a 1.
And then like say, oh, thank you, allowing them as well to say, oh, I'm at a 1 now, thank you very much, okay? They can also palpating as well. It's very important with the client too, rather than going in and just bulldozing them. There's a lot of therapists that work in this way. We don't work in this way. Okay. Now bringing the arms down to the side. Thank you. Okay. And now, so we've worked around the glute max area. Okay. Now the actual ligament itself, you would never press directly on the ligament. We don't work on the ligament, right? Okay. We've worked here on the areas that we know are tight. And now all we have is erector spinae, and then coming right up in here into the occipital ridge, okay? So I'm coming here just above the hip bone. Now at this point, I'm changing my stance, and I'm going to be looking towards the head of the client. Okay, so now we're facing the way that we're going to go. Okay, deep breath, there we are. Okay, scale of 10, where are you?
5.
You okay there?
Okay.
And you always start with the left side?
No. If it was like neck and shoulders, you would start there and work your way down. Okay. It's the same techniques, but you can choose if you need to start at the head or if you need to work your way down. Okay.
Is it possible that I feel you in my shoulders?
Yes.
Okay. Just asking.
You feel it releasing in your shoulders?
Yeah, I feel my shoulders.
Yeah. So again, it's referring into the shoulder area because you're pressing here. So she's really tight in this area, and when they feel it in different areas of the body, it's called referred pain. Okay, and that's normal.
Better.
Thank you. Okay. So that was, again, just there, just above glute medius, okay, onto the lumbar area. Again, I can use my fingers to palpate, to see where she's tight. Okay. So it's about there. You feel that? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Right, deep breath for me, please. Big sigh out. Here we go. And I like to say that as well. Here we go. So they know you're coming in, okay? Where are you?
6. 6, 7.
Okay, so are you okay there?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm as I get to know her, I know she's okay about a 5, 6, 7. Right? She's not okay in some areas when I'm up at 7, 8. So I know in my notes afterwards I'd be writing, Lavi was good today at a 5, 6, or a 7. Okay. Now, this is what I call the swan. Okay. Some of my students call this the monkey because it looks like a monkey's hand. Right? I call it the swan because it's like the swan's head.
Yeah.
Now, for as it starts to loosen, if it's not loosening fast enough, you can also do this.
Okay.
That's called the lever. Okay, so it's levering in and out. When you lever in and out, it pushes the muscle fibers to open. Right. You can also as well use your excavation there. Now, the excavation you're using next to the spine is just tiny circular movements if you need to push into it. Obviously on the glute max there's no bone, it's all muscle tissue and great muscles as well, so that's when you can really excavate really big into it, but you wouldn't make any big movements next to the spine. Okay, where are you?
It's a good, it's a 1.
She's the good, she's the one. You hear her, it is very nice now. Okay, there's another bit there. Do you want to come round and have a go at this? Okay, so you're in a lunging stance, it's there, and you want to just put your elbow in there. So your lunging stance is towards the head, the other elbow.
The other elbow?
Right, yeah, so your lunging stance now is towards the head. That's it, use your other elbow.
Ah, yeah.
Yep.
I don't feel comfortable with this elbow.
Why not?
She's left-handed.
I'm left-handed.
Are you?
I saw her writing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, change stance and do it the way that feels good for you.
Can I do it like this?
Try it and see.
That feels more natural.
Right, okay, do a lunging stance in towards her. Bring this leg back.
Back?
Whatever leg it is, yeah. How does that feel?
For me?
Yes.
Good.
Is that better than the other way?
Yes.
Right, when you're working with the spine,
I would do it like this.
right, that's fine, yeah.
Okay.
As you're working with the spine then, make sure your lunging stance is in towards the spine.
Okay.
The reason is if we're at that part in the body and we're pushing down, it's actually not good for the spine itself if you're pushing below the arm lines and you're pushing down.
Okay.
It's too much. The spine's not designed to hold in that way. Pushing up the way because the spine naturally curves up and complements the positioning of the spine. But to reverse it, it is not good. But coming in on the side, that would be fine.
Okay.
Scale of 10, where are you?
It's a 5.
Okay, deep breath.
It's fun because it's almost no pressure. Like I don't put pressure, you know.
It's so much easier to do 5 hours of deep tissue than 5 hours of holistic.
Yeah.
Holistic's absolutely knackering.
Yeah. How do you feel?
It's okay.
Scale of 10, where are you?
3.
Okay, keep going.
And you don't put more pressure.
No, you have to just hold it at that pressure. So that's exactly great what you're doing. Is when you know you're holding on, is to just get yourself comfy. Okay. Maximum 2 minutes hold as well before you would take it out.
I'm okay.
Okay, come back, palpate.
Okay. And then I would go around here.
There, right now you're at the arm lines. Okay, you can also feel as well she's super tight there. At this point now, again,
There is a lot of lines meeting around here, right?
yes, yeah. So we've also got the back arm lines as well,
Yeah.
but don't worry about that. So when you're here, you want to be in that position, try that,
Yeah.
okay? So for your left hand, be working with your left elbow coming
You know,
down.
I get.
Uh,
So.
yeah.
How is it?
You can go stronger if you want.
Now.
It's a 5.
Breathe in and take it back to 1. How do you say it? What was the sentence? Take it.
Just use
Take
that
it
breath
to-
and
use
take it
that-
to a 1.
Take it to. So use that breath and take it to 1.
Try. 3.
Keep going.
Okay, use the lever. Okay, so you just want to lever in and out. And remember, if you want, you can do tiny excavation, very, very small, just to break it up if you're hanging around for too long.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay,
Thank you.
palpate.
I would go around here. Here.
No,
No, I can
you
do it.
go. Yeah, you're fine.
How is it?
Scale of 10, where are you?
5.
Okay. Breathing.
Did cat get away okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yes, good, yeah.
I was feeling a bit like.
I know, but it's nice because Lauren's coming in now.
Yes,
So you
that's
have a
why
new,
I'm happy.
you have a new friend. Yeah.
So 3.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Keep breathing.
Okay.
Now, as you come into working with the arm lines, okay, what I like to generally do here for the arm lines is 1, 2, 3. We
Okay.
don't ever work here on top of the top traps,
Okay.
levator scapulae, right? So again, you can palpate it. It feels not too bad. I come in there now. See the midsection? Come in there.
It's more tight like
Yeah.
here.
So you want to be standing at the head of the bed, lunging stance towards her. Put your elbow in there.
I'm trying to choose. On a scale out of 10, where are you?
7.
Okay. You want me to back up?
It's okay.
Now, clients that you have that are very small or very tall and very thin, that don't have an awful lot of muscle tissue or body fat on them, you use the exact same system but work with double thumbs or a reinforced finger.
Oh, okay.
I've got one fella that comes to see me and he's really tall and he's really thin. He's a surfer and he's a runner as well. And I remember even the first time he came in, I was like, wow, he's so thin. You can see his hip bones sticking out. He's very underweight, but he absolutely loves this technique. And a lot of it I do working through towels. He gets a lot of lower back pain. And when I'm working with him, so see, instead of using an elbow because he can't take it, all I do is just reinforce it and hold on. When I'm working these 3 points here as well, I reinforce it and hold on.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Where you are on the one now?
Yeah, it's good.
yeah, okay.
I also wouldn't want an elbow there. You know?
An
Like,
elbow? Ah, it's
yeah,
very
like
soft.
how she did it, like the
Yeah.
two fingers is nice, like.
Yeah, for more detailed work as well, okay, you can also use your fingers and your thumb too, but it's more the elbow work that you'll be doing with generally with most people.
Okay.
It's just if that does come up and you think, right, okay, how am I going to do that? Just get your smaller tools out and
Yeah.
apply it onto the myofascia. Okay. Now, in your holistic as well, this is a myofascial release your airplane and give. Oh, she's super tight. Come and feel this.
I'm so
Come-
yeah,
Yeah, she's just a mess when you do it like that.
Yeah.
Not a mess.
Okay. So give her a nice
Oh, okay.
squeeze. Yeah.
You have great foot, remember.
Okay. Right. So that is working through towels on the superficial back line predominantly, and we also work the deep back line here as well. So the deep back line, you've got the glutes, and that actually comes into lateralis.
Yes.
We'll come to that later on. Don't worry about that. But they lap over each other. Okay. So for back pain, you would strip the superficial backline, and then here come, it's really more glute max that you need to work on. Okay, right, now we're going to be working with oil. Your draping is the same at the moment as what it would be for holistic, so we don't want to work with oil in this position.
And it's 1.5 hour most of the time that people ask, or 1 hour?
Mostly an hour.
An hour.
But if you're booking them in, try and get them in for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Generally, you've got to know how to do it in an hour. Okay. So I tend to work half and half. For the first half of the hour, I'll be working through towels, but they love it because it's really deep and they can really feel it shifting. So like, oh thank God, it's not a fluffy massage. This is actually she's proper getting in there. So if you do like the first half through towels and then afterwards, so say I'm working here, okay? So I'm just going to use my side effleurage. So if it was like a focused treatment. So we've worked right up to here. We did our aeroplane there on the levator scapulae. Now, I think before I said band 1, band 2, band 3 here. Imagine these 3 tracks, that's in your holistic.
Yeah.
Now these 3 tracks, I want you to imagine now that they come up here into the neck area, right? And all it is different areas where the muscle tissue can lock into the occipital ridge. It goes through there and then it goes into the brain.
Okay.
So there's the spine. We don't touch the spine. Next to the spine is 1, 2 and 3.
Okay.
Now imagine 1, 2 and 3 comes down here, and then it comes all the way down, and then it comes down there. Okay. Now if it was tight neck and shoulders, you want to hook in with your thumb at band 1, and then come to the lower part of the neck and increase your pressure. Okay, scale of 10, where are you?
7.
Okay, so she's a 7, so you want to open out the neck in this way, and you just hold it. So this is very good for neck pain, shoulder pain.
Okay.
Do you want to move the camera around there so it can see what it is that I'm doing? That's better.
5.
Very nice, thank you. Good.
It's better.
Okay, and it's a 1. When she goes down to a 1, take your thumb away that's anchoring in at the occipital ridge and let it join the shoulder area. Okay. Now we're going to be tracking all down band 1, coming down the side of the spine. Okay. So you can be using alternate thumbs on band 1.
Oh.
Okay, and there. Right, now I could feel the muscle change there. Scale of 10, where are you?
8.
So she's an 8. Okay, I'm probably working about a 2.
Really?
Okay, so with your smaller tool, you're right up at an 8. Okay, do you need me to back off, or are you okay?
It's okay.
She's okay, alright? So again, we need to get comfy. I felt my back going. I'm changing my stance now. I'm going to stand here in a warrior stance, okay? Again, I've had to lower myself down because I know I'm up at an 8. I'm just going to be holding this for a while.
6.
Thank you. So you're just going to track it all down band 1, and then you'll do band 2 and band 3, okay?
Good. It's a 4.
Thank you. She's really good. She communicates. I like it when my clients communicate because then you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get clients coming in that don't want to work on a scale of 10, and then you purely have to work with your intuition.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll just say, I don't want to talk today, you do it. Okay, and you purely have to go on how it feels for you.
For me, it's good now.
You're okay? It's good now, right? So I'm going to start moving because it's okay. So we're going to double thumb it and we're going to track further on. There we go, there's scale of 10. Where are you?
7.
Okay, thank
Can
you.
they tell you also, like when I was doing with Kat, like when she passed over it, I'm like, you know, like if they make a little.
Yes, you want to watch for breathing.
Okay.
You want to watch for body jumps as well.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a 3.
Okay, thank you.
don't want it there anymore. Like,
Just take it to a 1.
okay.
Very nice.
Thank
Where are you?
1.
Yeah, you're okay now. Now, that's to the arm lengths,
Yeah.
right? As you come into the thoracic area, it's not good for you to continue working in this way, because if you're in that stance and you're having to hold it, it's way too much pressure on your back. So as you come to the arm lines, all you want to do is just to double thumb and strip all the way down. She's super tight, it allows you to feel there. So
Yeah.
get the information, because we're going to change position and we'll come to that, okay? I'll show you other techniques what you can do down there, right? So now I want you to come into band 2. So there's the spine, band 1's right next to it, band 2's just another finger away. So anchor in there and anchor there. So you use your thumb first to hook in at the occipital ridge, and then the next finger comes on top of the shoulder there.
Do you feel it?
Yeah. So 6.
6? Okay. Do you want me to?
Oh, it's
No,
okay.
it's okay.
You okay with that? Do you want more or less?
I'm okay with 6.
Okay, thank you. Oh God, I went and get bloody oil. He's going to kill me.
Where are you now?
4.
Breathing. It's good?
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Yeah, I just got oil on the thing. The boss, he goes crazy at me for getting oil on it. Right, so you've held it there. It was a 6, is she a 1?
Yeah.
Now release that thumb, keep your thumb there. That's there. Release that, and that comes behind that or in front. Now you're going to strip up, staying on band 2. Any points of tension, stop and take her on a scale of 10.
It's hard to know. I don't.
Okay, if you don't know, come back here
Yeah.
to your double thumbs, right? And what we can also do is say to the client, all right, you're going to feel me now, working it down the side of your spine. I want you to tell me if we hit above a 3,
Oh,
and they then tell you if you're not sure.
okay.
Okay? All right, Lavi, right, on you go. You give her the command.
Alright, Levi, so I'm gonna go. What is it saying? I'm gonna.
We're going to start tracking the muscle tissue down the side of the spine. If we hit above a 3, tell me to stop. Okay. All right, here we go.
Alright, Levi, so I'm gonna start to track the muscle tissue above until. Oh my god, until the end of the spine. So let me know if you're like above a 3.
All right, here we go.
Alright, here we go.
Where are you?
It's a 5.
Lovely, thank you.
So breathe in.
It's good.
It's good. So I go again. Let me know if it's above a 3.
There.
Alright. Where are you?
5.
Breathing. Well done.
Ah,
Thank you, Levi.
I was saying that to you.
Okay.
Yeah, well done. You've got it
everybody.
going, girl. So remember, you're nearly ready to go past the arm lines. When you go past the arm lines, you just
I
want to
keep
double
going.
thumb strip and get the information. Where is it tight here on band 2?
Okay.
Because when we're working in this area, we'll actually come to the side of the client. It's better for us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where are you now?
It's better.
Better? So now I'll just go until the end of the erector spinae.
Nice.
Is the pressure okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, and release. Alright, you tell me where was she tight on band 2 between here and here? All of it? Or bits?
I didn't feel.
What about
lumps
here? Because I felt here certainly band 1 super tight.
in the
She's
end.
quite tight here in the lower waist.
Yeah, it's tight, but it's hard to feel the difference. Like,
Okay, don't
don't
worry
feel
about it.
lumps, you know.
Don't worry
like-
about it, right? Do band 3 for me.
And we don't do band 1 here. Like, we stay in band 1 because I was band 1 here and then I started band 2. You
No.
know what I mean?
I was band 1
So
and
you
I
made
applied
it.
all the techniques down into band 1.
Okay, I thought I
You
was
should
doing
have
the
been in
same.
band 2
Oh,
and
okay.
then you come next to all the way down band 2. And remember, these bands that I'm giving you are imaginary bands.
Yeah.
It's a tracking system just to help you know where the muscle tissue runs. Because band 3 is totally different from band 1 and you need to know where you are on the body
Yeah.
in order for it to release the full waist. So
Okay.
now go on to band 3.
Here.
Yep, skeleton, where are you?
7.
You okay?
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Good.
You can go stronger if you want.
Okay. Now at this point you need to ask yourself, can I actually go stronger in this position? If you can, go stronger.
Yeah.
If not, then all you say is I'm maxed out. I can't go any further.
She went to an 8, which is nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is it now? I was not up. I'm not putting pressure. You know, like I
Yes,
don't feel I'm like.
You did the right thing. You
Yeah.
opened your stance and you just allowed yourself to create more pressure. Your body mechanics is excellent. It's always been good from the very beginning.
And I trust you now.
Thank you.
It's getting better. So 5.
5.
Yeah.
Sweet breathe in.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay.
3.
You're good.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Good.
Alright, you're going to feel her tracking it down the side of the spine. If you hit above a 3, tell her to stop.
There is above a 3.
There, where are you?
There.
Scale of 10, please.
7.
Beautiful, well done. Okay.
Well done. Thank you.
Still at 7.
Alright,
me
just
to
be
back up?
patient. Be patient with it, okay?
Okay.
So with double thumbs, okay, she was maybe about 20 seconds where she said, I'm still a 7, okay? Her breathing's brilliant, okay? What you can also do in that position is just some light excavation work if you can, okay? If it feels okay, just kind of move around the area. Let it, again, we're putting our presence in, we're saying, I'm here, I'm gonna push you out, okay?
6.
Sweet.
Okay, so see how that's moving it, okay? Now,
It's better. It's better.
you also as well get sometimes some clients, other energy workers that come in, or they're really into yoga, breath work or whatever, and they're really into breathing. Her breathing's fine, but you get other people that really go for it all the time. When you're applying the techniques, because they're not massage therapists, what they actually don't realise is that they can start hyperventilating.
Yeah. Right.
Yes. So with some people as well who are really into it, we again need to educate them and say to them, do you know what, your breathing's great, but I'm going to ask you now just to settle down a bit. Just let your breathing just come back to normal and just relax. I'm just going to work on you.
Okay.
Because you can fire up the system that much when the blood's moving at a deeper way that they'll be really dizzy afterwards. Sometimes they can feel really sick as well.
Yeah. Is it good now?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
okay.
I've never had anybody pass out on me,
Yeah.
but I know other therapists that have.
Really?
Yeah, and you don't want that.
No.
Yeah. But you, again, different cultures, they've got different ways of working with things. And I do know other therapists that they see it as like the gold star of treatment. Yes,
Really?
passed out her, and it's just not the right way to work. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't
No.
want to make people pass out.
They do this in the
Okay.
movies.
It's like personal trainers. They keep pushing and pushing and pushing their client, and
Yeah.
sometimes the client throws up.
Throw up, yeah.
It's ego.
Yeah,
It's
because
just
the body means that it can't cut.
yeah, but
like,
some people again the way they're taught think I really pushed you to the max. I'm so hot. It's not about that. It's a two-way street. Yeah.
okay, so I keep
It is
All right.
5.
moving. 5?
Yeah.
Okay. So you found some areas there. Okay, because you moved a little bit, didn't you? And she's
Yeah.
now on it again, and that's normal. To go band 1, band 2, not so much. Okay, band 3. Okay, she's here. You've released it. You moved a tiny little bit. You've released it more. So for more detailed, more injury work, that goes on a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Moving. Let me know if we're above a 3.
Yeah. 4.
Very
Yeah,
good.
Okay.
Do I stay?
Yeah. Anything above a 3, that's fine. 4.
If it's a 4, can I put a bit more pressure?
Ask her if she
Can I
wants
put-
more.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can I-
Sure.
Yes. How do you feel now?
I don't like it. No, I'm joking. It's okay. It's
It's
okay.
okay.
Yeah. Still a 4, a strong 4.
Okay, give it a bit of excavation.
Yeah, it feels nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
The 6.
6.
Yeah.
So breathing.
Yeah. You too.
Don't hyperventilate.
Forget how to breathe. I've had people telling me I am breathing, and I'm like, breathe better, you know. Have you had that, Elaine? That people were telling you I am breathing.
No.
No.
I tend to know who's a breather and who's not.
Yeah.
If they're not a breather, again, we need to be what's called a silent worker, where we just get on with it and we have to use our intuition and our own feeling
Yeah.
and watching as well,
Yeah.
their breathing and their body reactions to know what's going on.
Yeah, but some
Okay.
people just don't want to do deep breathing.
No,
Makes
that's
no
it. They
sense.
purely want to come in to receive, right?
Mhm.
It's their hour of
okay.
just you give to me.
They
So
don't
they-
understand breathing as well. Some people don't understand breathing.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah, they don't get the whole breathing thing. If somebody's not a breather, don't push them into
Okay.
breathing either. I've made these mistakes in the past because I'm really into breathing, and I
Yeah.
learned many years ago that don't try and force people into breathing if they just
That's
aren't into
That's
it.
good.
They can actually think it's weird, and other people as well
Yeah.
can feel that it's a
How
sexual
is it
thing.
weird? Oh, really?
Even with the breath, they're like very uncomfortable
3.
because
The 3.
they feel it's more like a kind of sexual
Oh,
energy that you're
yeah.
starting to work with. So
Yeah.
we need to know if it's okay to place it and it's not okay. And again, that's going on my past experiences because I
Yeah.
was just so gung ho. Yes, the breath's amazing. We should all be breathing. Not everybody's into it, and you do lose clients if you push people.
Yeah.
You tend to find people as well that are very
Where are you now?
7.
how can we put it? Upper class. Let me just say,
Really?
yes, people that are very upper class.
Yeah.
And they're very private.
Yeah,
Normally
they
people,
don't
people
do
that are
breathing.
quite affluent as well, right? They're just not
Better.
into breathing, okay? And
Too
also
bad.
that, in a way, because of the way they are, and I'm talking people that are really wealthy too, you're very much like the butler, the maid. So if you're with them, you know, they don't want to work with you. They don't want to breathe with you. You're just there to do the massage, the treatment, and that's it. And I've learned
Okay.
that over the years as well. And different cultures, you know, people that are coming in from Russia,
Yeah.
Belgium, the really affluent countries too.
Yeah.
Do you want me to back up?
It's okay there. It's
They're lovely, they're very nice people, they're very good clients, but again, you need to know your place with them. And like stuff like that doesn't bother me because I just get my business head on and I get on with it. But with other therapists, they would probably take offence. But for me, it's a business. You need to get on with it. You just need to do it. You just need to,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, just on them if they don't want to take
Yeah.
the most of it.
We again, we need to lose our ego. We need to adapt who we are, you know, and it's about being a blank canvas. You know, just don't let it bother you. Just get on with it. You're just there to do the treatment, you know,
Yeah.
and you know,
Where are you now?
It's good. It's the one.
so
yeah.
you're paying a lot of money to learn how to do this technique. It's an amazing technique. People will book this technique purely for the fact that you know how to do this.
Yeah.
So I paid an awful lot of money to go to a school in Hawaii to learn how to do this, and I was there for a month. I did an intensive course for about a month, and it took me a year after my training. There was an awful lot more to it than the way I break it down, but it took me about a year of really working with it. When I came back to Tenerife, that I actually fully got it, but there's not many people that are trained how you
right.
put all this together. Yeah, so it can really like open doors for you.
That's great.
Because it is a really good technique. Okay,
Like
so
it
that's band
works.
1, band 2, band
Yeah.
3. You tracked it all the way down there. Now when you're in that position as well, now what we're going to do is strip with our elbow over those 3 bands there, and we're going to take the pressure off there at levator scapulae and effleurage down. Okay, so this is how you do it. Deep breath, big sigh out. Okay, here we go. So this is just stripping over the 3 bands. Okay, as I come to levator scapulae, there, I take the pressure off and I just effleurage down with my arm
Okay.
and take it away. Now that's one way to do it, right? So that's like your intro. Your next step up is deep breath for me. Big sigh out. Okay, we're going to track it now in between the shoulders. If we hit above a 3, tell me to stop.
Yeah.
Where are you?
It's a 7.
Okay, so she's a 7,
Yeah.
right? So then you track it on a scale of 10. Stop if she's at a 7, take it to a 1. You can be using your excavation, your lever techniques as well, okay? And we can also do a bit of vibrating to break it up. Now
Yeah.
the vibration is like this, look. So if it was super deep, right, you really wanted to get in, this is now your next step, is to push in between the spine and the scapulae. So it's like a back, forth, back, forth, okay? And that's your last one. Always remembering to take the pressure off and effleurage down. So, strip on a scale of 10, using excavation, lever, and then strip and back and forth vibration just to break it all down.
How firm is this elbow?
Use your other arm if you're left-handed.
Yeah, but it feels okay.
If you're okay, play around with it when you do your case studies.
I
Yeah?
want to try to see if I can get comfortable because maybe sometimes you always use your right.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm always right-handed. It's my power side. I've got so many injuries down my left side.
Yeah.
But what I would do with this one, because your elbow's facing it different ways, that's going to hit more band 1, band 2. But you just need to know where to move it. That will hit more in at the scapula area because your bone points more in towards 2 and 3 then.
I think I can. And is she gonna go at the end of the session? She can be still on a 7 sometime if we go through.
No, because we're loosening.
Okay.
We're loosening. But remember, if you've released her in one spot as a 7, and even you slightly move a millimetre, it can go back up to a 7. So that's where, again, if she really wants you to loosen off, you get them in every week until eventually the whole thing's nice and loose. And it's actually really lovely when you get clients like that because you really take them into a great state of looseness. And quite often at the end they'll cry because they'll be like, I had no idea how tight I was, because everything just functions better.
Yeah.
And even men, businessmen, I've had them lying crying. They're like, you know, I can't thank you so much because I'm so much more relaxed. I can sleep. I'm not shouting at my wife. I get on better now with my family members. My business is going well. And it's all because they're loose.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes you don't even know that you're tight like this and that it's like irritating you. Like you don't. That's crazy. Okay, so then let me know if we're above a 3.
There.
Alright. Where are you?
5.
So that would probably be your last point before you effleurage it down, okay? So what I can see from this is that you know how to find tension,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Good. The 3.
very nice. And effleurage down, okay? Now your final one is stripping and the back and forth kind of like stripping movement at the same time. And what we're doing there is creating now more space between the spine and the scapulae, okay? So it's a bit like rubbing,
Yeah.
okay? Just cause a bit more friction, a bit more bullying happening in there. Very nice. Okay, so that's how you steamroller over
Okay.
band 1, band 2, band 3, right? You can incorporate any of your holistic into this, okay? So you could give her a single-handed effleurage. So all that work, all that breath work, when you pull it back, give it some love now. She doesn't need to breathe. She gets to chill out and relax for a few minutes, okay? And then once, again, you've reassessed it with your holistic, your pesticide, it'll change form, it'll feel different. So again, as you're doing that, you're beginning to go, okay, it's nice and soft there,
Wow,
it's still
that-
holding
yeah.
there.
You can feel the difference.
Excellent, well
Right?
done.
I can feel it too.
Very good.
Because that's why it frustrates me a bit during my case study now. Is that sometimes I'm like, even with the gun, and in the end, you know, you feel it's still like tight, and I'm like, but why?
It's a course of sessions, okay?
Yeah.
So if we're still feeling tension, you need to come back in.
Yeah.
Right, so that's the great thing about being a massage therapist is because people are always tight. When you've got clients that come in every week, you can really take them on a good course of treatments. And you do as well get some clients, they'll really love you and they will want to come and see you every week because they don't drink, they don't smoke, they don't do anything. That's the one thing they really love.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the types of clients as well. If they go away off on holiday for a month or so, they come back. You know if they've had a massage because you know their body by then.
Yeah.
And you'll know you've not had a massage, and you'll be like, oh, somebody took good care of you when you were away because you know on them what's soft and what's tight.
Yeah.
It takes you time to develop that with each person, okay? So now we're going to be working here from just above the hip area, and we're going to be working on the T-spine area till we come to the arms. So we finished with the arms. So we're here, okay? And we're simply going to be tracking over the erector spinae and steamrollering with our elbow. As you meet the arm lines, you then put your forearm down, and it's a forearm effleurage, curl back, and then sweep with the forearm. Okay? So, all it is stripping, sweep, and pull back. That's step 1. Step 2 is to take her on a scale of 10. Deep breath, Lavi. Big sigh out. Okay, we're going to be working up the side of the spine. Give me a shout if you're above a 3.
You're there.
Where are you?
5.
She's a 5. Okay, but I knew anyway when I was tracking with my thumbs that her
Yeah.
lower back was really tight. So she's a 5 here. Like, let's say I took her to a 1. Okay, that's you at a 1. Deep breath for me, please. Big sigh out. Here we go. Give me a shout again.
Ow.
Where are you?
6.
So she's a 6. So basically, you see all around this area,
Yeah.
she's super tight. I moved about that much, and she went from a nothing back up to a 6. So that's really detailed work again for lower back pain.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're stripping on its own. Give it a bit of a strip, and then after that, you're going to be working up here on a scale of 10. Right,
Okay.
you do that now.
Better like this. That was like no, like this. And
No, you physically need to move with it. Let me show you.
yeah.
Right? So, coming up,
Up,
down,
down, around.
sorry, I didn't show you properly, in the lunging stance, and then back down.
Okay.
Okay? So you need to move your hips and your bum around to get the pressure right.
Up. And down.
that was better, but not quite right. Come
Yeah.
stand here.
I'm sorry, I'm trying
No,
to.
it's all right. It takes you a while to get the hang of it, but it's very important that you get it because it feels different for them.
Yeah.
Right. So you've got this part. That's
Yes.
fine. Right. Now, the arm comes down. You physically move around. The elbow comes down round the side of the neck and it kisses the side of the neck.
Okay.
You then reverse around the top of the shoulder and then you reposition and then you're in a lunging stance coming down.
Okay.
So it's all a bit of an effleurage movement around there. There's no pressure on there.
But it's
you,
still
you've
the
got to
elbow.
get that coming down because they can feel that
Yeah.
around and then repositioning and coming down. Better. Much better, that's it, okay? Now do it on a scale of 10.
So now let me know if you're above a 3.
Yeah.
Excellent positioning, perfect start. Really slow it down.
Here.
There is a 5.
Okay, breathe in.
It's okay. Now it's a 7.
Do you want me to back up?
Yes, please.
Very good.
4.
You okay there?
Yeah, it's a 4.
Alright, so when you do back off, and then she goes, it's a 4, check in again. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Right, just always make sure.
Yeah, it's okay.
Alright, here we go.
Here we go.
There.
Where are you?
7.
Do you want me to back up a bit?
It's okay.
Let me know when you're at 1.
It's good now.
Sweet. And then I stop here, or I go until.
As you come to the arm line,
Yeah.
then you just put it into the forearm effleurage and
And
you
then I-
finish. We don't treat any of the arms in this position with the elbow. That's it. Use your forearm now to push down over band 1, band 2, band 3, nice and slow. Very good. Okay, now you've got that. Now for a deeper experience, when you're pushing over band 1, band 2, band 3 that you've just worked on, which is here, right? You've got your effleurage, but also put an anchor in behind it, and you can be working with the chopper. You can also be working with the twister, and that really helps to squeeze open those bands. That's it, and then just effleuraging down. So you're in front of the arm lines, not on the arm lines.
In front.
Yeah, in this way, this way.
This way?
No, you were right. You were on the arm.
Ah,
So you
okay.
would start there,
Okay.
okay, and then come down. That's it. So the chopper and the twister. Very good. Okay. Now, to specifically treat, okay, the area here, you then come onto this side of the bed. Now stand there so you can see what I'm doing, but you now physically need to move here. So we're looking again at band 1, band 2, band 3, which is there, okay? Now, the techniques we have, okay, deep breath, big sigh out, here we go. So all you're doing is anchoring in with your elbow there, scale of 10. Where are you?
It's a 9.
Okay, so she's up at a 9, so you can get her into a 9 there, okay? And you work all the way up band 1, band 3. So let's just come in here, deep breath.
Yeah.
Big sigh. Here we go.
7.
Okay, so she's a 7 there. You would take it to a 1, reposition, deep breath. Here we go. Where are you?
6.
You need me back off?
Yes,
So
please.
it's too much for her there, etc., etc. Don't come into the arm lines, okay?
Okay.
So you're working with the swan, okay? Holding it on a scale of 10. It's the first one. The next one that you do after that is you want to take your elbow in here and anchor it. You want to bring your other elbow in so your elbows are kissing. Deep breath for me, please. Big sigh out. You're then going to strip the whole thing.
And you work in the same spot that we did on the other side.
Yes,
just
you're still
deeper.
on this there, band 1, band
Yeah.
2, band 3, so your elbows are going over all of them, right? Then after that, when you strip, we're then going to be deep breath, big sigh out. Okay, give me a shout if we hit above a 3. So this anchor is here and this one's moving.
5.
Okay, so she's at a 5 there. This one, you can lever it. You would take it to a 1. When she's at a 1, give us a shout. You can also work with this movement as well to squeeze it open. Right, so you can lever it that way. You can also call this the twister. Twist it. Where are you there?
5.
She's a 5 there too. And then you take it off at the end. Okay?
Yeah.
So your first one is the swan.
Mm-hmm.
The next one's to strip it. The next one is to anchor it and then take it on a scale of 10. Okay? So that's super deep. So with these deeper techniques, you need to work lightly in the beginning to loosen it.
Yeah.
As it starts to loosen, like these ones you're on this side here.
Oh, sorry. Here.
These ones, I don't use these unless I absolutely have to, because this is super deep for the client.
Okay.
Okay?
Where are you?
It's a 3.
Okay.
It's a 5.
So if they come particularly for like this area, you work with this kind of technique, but if it's more general, you like, you don't.
Not everybody can take that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? So the ones I've showed you before are your preparation for the more advanced
Yeah.
work. This is much more advanced deep
Yeah.
tissue. So generally, I don't always use these ones because it's too much for the client.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good, yeah. It can be too much for me too, and
Yeah.
I'm surprised, you know. I'm surprised that.
But I have to do it. You're the body today.
No, I mean I'm surprised of my own body, what
that
it can handle.
You can handle it.
Yeah.
How is it now?
It's good.
You let me know if it's above a 3.
Yes. There is a 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Breathe in.
Better. It's a 7. 6.
Breathe in. Is it okay?
Yeah. It's okay.
Good. Should I stop around here?
Yes, so you don't go into the arm lines. So the scapula's there, you would stop. Yes, stop there.
Here. And how can I finish the movement?
You just bring your arm down and you can effleurage off.
Alright. Now I put.
Yep, so this one's going to be your anchor. So you put that elbow first. Right?
Here.
Then your other elbow comes in and it kisses it, right? So your anchor's there. When you're ready to go, let them flop. So you anchor it and then the other one moves out.
Okay. How do you feel?
It's okay.
Alright, here we go.
Here we go. Let me know if
There,
it's
there.
here.
Yeah, it's 5, 6.
So in this way, you're squeezing
Yeah.
the myofascia and the muscle tissue and the muscle fibers because you've anchored it. So it's like a big
Yes.
bit of chewing gum now. Okay?
It's okay.
Thank you.
There.
There.
Yeah.
Where are you?
So
You want me to back off a bit?
it's slowly backing off itself.
Breathing.
4 now.
Good.
Better.
It's a 1?
Yeah.
And then it's
That's it. That's all
That's
I've
it,
shown
right?
you. Yeah? So again, you could pull it back. Now come and stand here. Alright, so you've finished here, right? Now you can give it some love. So remember, from this side, you can use your lomi lomi. Okay? Let me just get some more.
yeah, a bit more. Normally I feel it a bit on my upper back. That I'm like, when I'm like this, that I feel, how can I,
Adjust your bed height.
yes.
If the bed's not at the correct height, you'll feel it reacting with you. You've got
Yeah.
really long legs as well. Most people's legs aren't as long as yours. Oh yeah, I was going to. I gave you an extra bed, didn't I? Did that feel better?
Yeah.
So you need to watch your bed height. Okay. Also, your body mechanics is excellent. So in the future, it can be less looking down. Like I tend to work more intuitively. I check in with my client, but I don't really look at them. I think with you, you look at them a little bit more because you're
Yeah.
still figuring it out. But it's about having your head up when you're
Okay.
working. Right. So you were here.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you can be working with some lomi lomi. Okay.
Mhm.
So it's out and out, out and out. Okay. So you give it a nice massage. Then you anchor in here. Okay, over the hips. And then you steamroller, so there's pressure on here. You then want to come into the area you've worked here, band 1, band 2, band 3. If it's a deeper experience, you can be pushing out and repeating. You can also pulse
Okay.
and push.
Okay. So the second step is a bit like the first one, but we anchor. So we have this more.
Yeah, so it's your lomi lomi,
Yeah.
okay? And then it's with pressure here.
Morning.
And there in
Yeah.
between the shoulder. Then you can also use an anchor
Yeah.
and you can squeeze.
Sweet.
Okay, then when you come here, you can use a pushing.
Okay.
And then at that point, you can effleurage coming back.
Okay.
Okay? So this is with pressure. You don't need to necessarily with the lomi lomi. With the lomi lomi, you can use a good bit of speed. See, just to kind of
Yeah.
mix it up a little bit.
Sweet, sweet. You still put more pressure with the
Yes.
elbow than the forearm.
No, it's the forearm.
the
It's
forearm,
all
yeah.
the forearm, yeah.
Alright.
But you can angle the forearm
It's
if
okay.
you want to hit band 1, band 2, band 3. But also we can be working here into the latissimus dorsi with this movement too. Because as the superficial backline, as it releases, it's also going to talk to latissimus dorsi, also quadris lumboreus, which sits next to it. So you're hitting these areas as well, okay? But we also have the ribs that sit under there too. So therefore we wouldn't use any elbows on the rib area,
Yeah.
okay? So this is fine for these muscles.
And then, what did you do that there? And the last one was
Really squeezing.
yeah, this one's good.
That's it. So, and then effleurage back with both arms at the same time. You bring both arms, bring them back. Good, very good. Okay, now what we want to do is come back now to our map. So we've got glute max in there. We've got our big anchor point. There on the hip bone is glute medius, right? So you've got point 1, point 2, point 3. Remember I told you point 2 generally is the one to go for. And then we've got point 1, point 2 and point 3 there, okay? So with our deep tissue now, you can come onto this. You can use your holistic again. So we could be using some pulsing, okay? You can be using your alternate loose fist to heat it up a bit. Then we're going to come onto this glute medius area, and I'm coming here into point 1. I'm in a lunging stance towards the client. And again, I'm just stripping down over the top of the hips. So straight away I can feel how tight she is, and I'm taking it into a twister as well. So you can go straight down and be using the twister there.
It's a bit too strong now.
Sorry, okay, thank you. So I back off. And again, I'm sensing that she's super tight. Now we don't continue into the lateral line. The lateral line sits on the outer part of the hip area, which is there. So in there we've got all what's called the greater trochanter TFL area. We do that in the side position. We'll probably do that about Wednesday, okay? So your stripping point is to about there, okay? So again, you know this, you strip.
Yeah.
And you can use your twister to loosen it a bit more. And then you can also take it on a scale of 10. Deep breath. Here we go. Give me a shout if we hit above a 3. So I'm consciously backing off because I know I was using too much with her before there.
It's a 6 now.
So she's a 6 there. With this here, you can use your swan, your lever, and you can use your excavation as well. Okay, and then you just come down, 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 down again. Say she's there, scale of 10. Where are you?
It's a 9.
She's a 9. Okay, I'm probably working about a 2 there, so she's at a 9. So we need to know this information.
Yeah.
She's got tight hips. Again, you can use your excavation, you can use your lever. If she was at a 9, I would let her breathe into it for a while before you stimulate it even more, okay? And then you can pull it back, give it some love, come into it, pulsing. Now, it's the same for in here, point 1, point 2, point 3. You're coming into a smaller area, so you can use like reinforced fingers, scale of 10, where are you?
4.
She's a 4, okay? With other people, you can use an elbow. Scale of 10 there.
6.
She's a 6, yeah. So I always use elbows and arms as much as I can. Now we can track also over the glute max area too, right? So there you're actually on the hip bone. For more detailed work, you see above the hip bone, so you've got erector spinae, QL there, and then coming into the lat dorsi, that's actually super tight. Okay, you can feel that. So for people again that have got lower back pain, you can strip above the actual hip. It's right there. You feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's super tight
It's
there.
my hips, yeah. It's
May
my
I touch it? Can
Yeah,
I-
yeah. Just strip it down there with your finger. You'll feel it holding. Here.
Yeah.
It's right at the edge of the QL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she's really tight there as well.
It's because I did the split.
Did you? Right. So you can also work above the hip. Key area is on the hip, but also we can be working onto glute max in this way. Right, so I'm going to come right over to where I know the point is. Deep breath.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to strip down. Right, scale of 10 there. Where are you?
8.
So she's an 8. Okay, so there's loads of work there.
Oh.
How you doing in there?
It's a 9.
Yeah, down. What about there?
10.
Yeah, she's got loads of work in there. So again, it's stripping, okay, loosening it off, getting a feel for it, stripping using your twister, okay, then stripping saying, all right, give us a shout when we hit above a 3, right? and then after that you can focus more and track it yourself where you know exactly where it is. Okay,
Okay.
so it's the same techniques but it's how to apply it on
Yeah.
there. Okay.
Okay.
You want to give that a go?
Yes.
Okay.
So you say. Is it okay?
Yeah. 5. It's a 5.
Yeah. I'm not stopping right now.
Okay.
It's the second one.
But it's okay.
Yeah. Then you. Okay, let me know when you're above a 3.
Here.
Here, where are you?
5.
She was a 10 with you. She was a 9.
I'm really heavy-handed though as a worker.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like that.
She was also testing
With her,
me.
I'm so scared now. I'm like.
Yeah.
Oh, she was testing me, no?
Yeah.
Testing.
I am a real bully, like
Yeah.
in that way. Like, see if I know it's tight, I always need to still be conscious of my strength.
Yeah.
You know.
How is it now?
5.
So I'm more of a deep tissue worker than I am sports massage. But then the vibration changes as I get older. This year I've actually really enjoyed much more the sports stuff than the deep tissue because my hormones have changed. I'm getting old in my body. I don't have the same strength as what I did.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
when I was
it's
younger, I
too much.
had
Yeah,
an
it's
awful
too
lot
much.
more
Too much?
Yeah.
determination, put it that way. So if you're quite good, if you're quite a determined person, deep tissues just naturally, I can always tell when I meet the students, okay, you're going to be good at this, that, and the next thing. And I knew when I met you that you were a very good energy worker, but deep tissue is very good because you're very slow and methodical the way you
Yeah.
work, and it fits with you.
Yeah. I like to feel like change, and like when it's slow, I think you have more time to like
Mhm.
feel a difference.
Yeah, you're very sensitive as well. So a lot of deep tissue workers are very sensitive people as well. Sports massage is very different because it's less focused. It's gentler. It's lighter.
Where are you?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes, it's yeah. But I was just like wondering, like, how can I use this?
That's painful.
Where are you?
8.
Okay, you want me to back up?
Yeah.
Where are you now?
6.
Is it okay?
It's okay.
Okay, if you find as you come to the outer part of the hip that she's super tight, and even if she's like, oh, you know, it's way too tight, we would just forget working there, and then we would get her into the side position.
Oh,
When they're in the side position, if they've got really tight hips and glutes, it's easier for them to receive the treatment when they're in the side position. The
Okay.
muscle can just handle it better. So for you with this, you just learn the technique. You learn what techniques we use on the myofascial meridians, where our positioning is, where our stance is, and then using it for everybody, you just adapt your pressure levels.
Okay.
Okay?
This is nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Where are you?
A 3. But for me, like, the lower back, I'm really sensitive. So normally, like, between 5 and 3 is the best. That's why you were doing a 2, but for me it was a 9. It was like, wow.
It's just way too much. So again,
Yeah.
as your clients get to know what you're doing,
Everyone's
like
different.
that's typical that they'll turn around and say to you, I really like it at a 5 or a 3.
Yeah.
Put that in your notes, and you know when they come back in, okay, I don't need to overload it. She wants a 3 and a 5. This is
Yeah.
just the way she is.
Yeah.
You get other clients as well that specifically will come to you who want a 10. And you know how to deliver a 10. There's a lot of therapists that don't know how to deliver a 10. You're very tall as well, so you will be able to deliver a 10. Like Elena and Jackie that work for me, they're excellent massage therapists, but they can't get the big guys that I work with at Duke
Really?
up to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 because they don't have enough height and they don't have enough body weight behind them. They're too small,
Yeah.
they're too light.
So it's just like this, but we put more pressure.
Yeah. So with you with the long legs, you can open your stance
Yeah.
and you can push your core into it easily for you to create the depth of pressure. And I get really frustrated because I know the girls are excellent on normal people, but the big guys often moan to me and they say, oh, it's not the same as you, but it's purely because they're small.
Yeah.
So you have everything going for you because you're tall and you can use your length you nothing to push in with your core.
Yeah.
And you really get how to use your arms and your elbows. I've got other students as well, they don't get it.
Okay.
And they actually think they need to hunch over.
Oh.
And they need to try and get as much of their back on top of the client. It's not about that, it doesn't work. It's about your leg length, your leg stance. I mean, you should see some of the stances that I go into, seriously. I look like I'm in the middle of a martial arts fight. Yes.
Otherwise, you just like, you don't have power.
Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm good. It's a what? Yeah.
Here also?
No, I don't like it there.
Back.
Okay. Alright, so pull it back, give it some love.
Thank you.
Can I do it with the...
Yeah, you can basically use your pulsing, okay, give it a bit of love. Use some of your nice alternate loose fists, and then that would be it, okay?
So if it's too much here, we wait, and it's better to
get them in the side
shoot them on
position.
the side.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Now we're going to move on to legs.
Do you do postural assessment with them or not?
Yeah, you can do postural assessment. Yeah. We'll do more of that later.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want to spend the first few days showing you the different myofascial lines and then how to apply the techniques. But absolutely, you can do postural assessment. I tend to be quite old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Where I get the client on the bed and I actually visually check their leg lengths. I like to do my feet assessment and I visually look at them. That's how I do it. Other therapists, like what I did with Kat last week, you actually physically have them standing and you assess them in that way. I'll show you how to do both. Okay, so we want to have some of our holistic. You can use any effleurage and pestrissage.
She's getting ready.
You know, it's deep tissue releases a lot of the like all this left side for me is relaxed, you know.
Yes.
I'm picking up with the oil where she's tight when I'm working with her. Okay.
Yeah, still I struggle a bit to find the tension just with an effleurage.
Okay, so for a deeper experience for the calf muscles, you want to lift, okay, and then you're applying
Oh, sweet.
the same techniques as your holistic. When you lift the leg, it softens the muscle tissue. When it's down, the muscle tissue is more contracted. So when you lift it, you can push further into the deeper layers of the muscle tissue. We can also as well have the leg off to the side. And you could be working with a loaded forearm. See, I'm using too much pressure. You see this? Okay, so I just want to back off this time. You can be using your shaker and also your twister as well. And we can also be working passively. So the difference between this and sports massage is sports massage, it's all at 20% pressure. When it's deep tissue, you're loading it as much as you can without them completely reacting. So I've got a problem in my psoas muscle, so that's why I'm trying to avoid doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure what it is, it's been going on for months, but you can also be in this position, which is actually better for working down. Okay, so I need to back off there as well. You see, you're reacting.
It's too much now.
Yeah, it's too much.
I'm dying. It's a 10.
Okay, so you want to keep working with that, and then sitting off the side of the bed, effleuraging down, twister. You can work with the shaker, and then your passive movements as well, loading the muscle tissue up. Okay, and then transitioning. You can use your loose fist to check the 3 muscle groups where she's actually tight. She's actually feeling not too bad at all. For your deep tissue movement, bring it up, elevate the leg, take it off to the side. You then want to place a forearm as hard as you can and load the muscle tissue. Relax, let me do it.
Okay.
As hard as you can.
Yes,
Okay.
so I'm going really heavy on her, okay?
But the tight feels better than the calf, like it's less sensitive.
Yes, her
so you
hamstrings aren't
Okay.
as tight as the actual calf muscle itself. Okay, to be more focused on specific areas, I'm loading it, and then you just want to use more smaller movements on your passive movement coming down. Okay. Then you can take another hand here, and you can be working with a loaded windscreen wiper coming up. Okay, do you like that?
Yes.
So a windscreen wiper goes like this. Okay, you want to support it here. Okay, pull it back, give it some love, and then you want to flex the foot. So then you're going to contract all of the muscle tissue here, and then you want to steamroller over the full lot. Okay, you see that?
Yeah.
I've not showed you that. That's the shaker. So you just vibrate with your fingers there. Jostling. Okay, after you do your deep work, you can jostle, you can shake, and you can rock. When you're pushing like that, it's very deep and intense for the muscle tissue to receive it. So it's a big reaction coming into the tendons. If you do your jostling, you're shaking, okay, you're rocking, it actually allows the tendons to receive more of the relaxation, and it will help to encourage the mobilization of the actual joints. Okay, so you can put that afterwards. Okay, give that a go.
So we're like this. How do you do it with? I can do it with the.
Use your fingers, right? So
Yeah.
you're coming down, thumb stripping. Okay, so we would start on soleus, strip, strip, strip. You can use your palm tree, okay? You can also strip and do a bit of rocking as well.
How's it?
It's good. There's
Sorry.
pain. No, it's okay. It's just there I have pain. It's like the 7 there.
Okay.
Then swap over, sit on the bed and have your leg hanging over the other side of the bed.
Like this?
Yeah, that's it. Forearm effleurage. You can use your twister, you can use the shaker.
Like this?
That's it, you can use that one.
Ah, that's easier too.
Okay, and that one.
Yeah.
Sometimes I call that the claw as well because it looks a bit like a claw. Okay. So as it softens, then you passively move the foot, so you're pumping the foot at the same time. So the foot comes up and down as then you're stripping into the calf muscle.
Up and down, and you were doing it.
Yeah. No.
No, you're
Let her ankle rest up. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Like this.
So you put your forearm right, and then.
And then you do this. Okay.
That's a bit good.
Okay.
Good.
And again, I'm showing you lots of different techniques here for the calf muscle. So sometimes I don't use that at all. Sometimes I've just got her leg elevated and I'm stripping because that's what it needs.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just be using the shaker
Yeah.
because that's what it needs. And as you get more experience, you know exactly, I need a shaker, I need thumb stripping, you know how to release it, okay?
But like now she's really tight, like around here. So which movement you would do until it releases?
Yeah, generally in there, that's going to be the last place that it will release. You just keep combining the techniques and working with them until it softens. If it doesn't soften, it's a course of treatments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, when we do the side position on Wednesday, I'll show you how you work in there on the side position, which in a way might sort everything out.
Okay. Yeah, because you don't go like
no,
with
no,
like
no, no elbows, no elbows.
Might go straight.
In the side position, we can use a forearm over the top of that and take our 3 towels on a scale of 10, which is super cool.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's really nice. It's a 5 and it's perfect. I should have probably stretched before coming to the massage, huh?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, now come off the side of the bed, go into the hamstrings.
And the hamstrings. How was it? Sorry. So you can start like after the flash. You can start like with this. Already?
Yes, and you can use the windscreen wiper, the shaker, the twister.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
And you also have the one
That's
on the
it. So you
side.
bring the leg up to right angles. Hold your hands around the ankle, lift the leg up, pull off the side of the bed as much as you can, repositioning yourself here in a lunging stance, and then you're going to load the muscle tissue with the forearm.
Like this?
Have the forearm on top. Bring the leg up at right angles. Up. That's it. Your forearm comes behind the knee, and then effleurage and let the leg come down at the same time. Very good.
Yeah, in deep tissue you don't do active movement.
No.
Yeah, I didn't really like it actually to move myself in the sport massage. When she gave it to me, you know, the massage, when I had to do it my own, I was like, oh, I'm struggling right now.
Yeah. Okay, now this time you're going to pulse the leg, making small movements when we do this, and effleurage at the same time. It then focuses more, it's more of a focused treatment on all the individual muscle fibers there. Very good. Okay, bringing the leg off now to the side of the bed, letting the foot fall down, bringing the leg off to the side of the bed. Don't put it back on yet. That's it. And now, in front of the foot, you're going to place your quads and you're going to flex that foot open. Alright. So it's a little bit high, just let the full length of the leg just naturally go down. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, do you want a towel?
Yes.
Yeah?
Can I use this?
Yeah, you can use your own towel as well to protect your clothes.
It doesn't hurt the knee.
A little bit more here. So the knee's on the bed, yeah? And then press in. That's it. And then you're going to come on top of soleus, use your forearm, and you're just going to squeeze over the top of that.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Can you go until the hamstring?
No, just to
Just the calf. Okay.
Yeah, you're just stripping the calf muscle there. Very nice. Okay, pull it back, give it some love.
I put it back. Like
Yes,
put
yes.
it
So you
back
just finished with your effleurage, your pêche-dressage. Okay, and now we're going to take it out the toes. So what we did was we opened the toes, we opened the anchor points, we've treated the full length, Okay, pumped all of that system. Now you want to come back because all of that is going to be hanging around the toes. So it's the same techniques again. You just want to come in. You can pinch in between the toe. I'll do the big toe, you can do the rest of them. Okay? Okay, well done. That's very good. The big toe's always the last one to go.
Okay.
Yeah? And then I'll let you do the rest of the toes. Okay?
Okay.
So you just up and down,
Yes.
twisting, pinching. Okay? You can do some rotations and then you grab the full thing and you gently push. We don't ever force it. Okay? There we go. Well done. That was excellent.